Okay, guys, just been looking at the charts, trying to figure all this out. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely bearish elements to this. Um, now there can often be bearish elements um, when when things look most bleak, right? Usually the best trades are at the point of where it could fail and you could lose a lot, or you're going to time that perfectly and make a lot. So it's kind of make or break moment. You know that's the way the market likes to play, unfortunately. So like these were make or break moments in the bull market. These could have held and easily pushed higher, but then they failed and crashed. You know, and that's kind of where we're sitting right now as well. Um, so what 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 concerns me here is the break of the daily moving average here, the daily white 100 moving average. Okay, now you can see that we've broke that here. This is Litecoin here, just because I bought some Litecoin last night. Now you can see here, right? We had similar. We dropped, had a big drop. What is that drop? And then we broke the white 100 moving average. That was from the highs. Once we broke that white 100 moving average, what happened? That's a 50% drop. We've had a 60% drop, I think, now. But what happened here is very interesting. Is you bounce back, retest the white 100 moving average, and that's your failure point. And from there, you go into bear market territory. Not that it's a bear market territory. This is your bear market. This is coming out of your bear market, and this is a retest of the lows before moving back up and breaking out, confirming the bull market, confirming these lows are in. So this is not a bear market. Um, Much like this will not be a bear market. This will be a retest, in theory, of the breakout point, right? And look at this, we got this, right? So, you know, in theory, it should be good for another leg higher, just like that this was the breakout point and this was a retest of the breakout point. See this base down here retested this. This is kind of what we're doing here. So it's make or break point for Litecoin. You know, we need to hold above this. And as I said, you know, Litecoin is not the be all and end all at all. Of course, there's more important coins than Litecoin. I'm just looking at Litecoin at this point in time, but you can see the yellow 9 moving average on a monthly basis needs to hold. Now, it's very, very important. You break that and it's over, right? I don't mean it's over. I mean it's going to prolong it for an extra few months, 4 or 5 months to the downside before coming back up. But if we hold this right now, there's every chance that we can do what it did here. You break down, you retest the 9 monthly moving average, you consolidate, you come out of that, and then you go into bull market. Okay, crazy bull market, right? This is the explosion part that everybody was waiting on, and we didn't get that. Um, so maybe that is still to come, right? Maybe that is still to come, but we need to hold this level. And if Litecoin is going to hold this level and bounce back up, you know, every coin is going to do that in a way. And I'm not saying that Litecoin is the dictator or anything. It's just a general observation. But what I was saying was what concerns me is this, right? That we've broke down through the white 100 moving average. A lot of markets like to bounce back up, retest this, and fail and go lower. Okay, so that's still a sizable bounce. At this point, that's my concern, right? You can see that 60% bounce from the lows, um, and from this point, it's still a 30% bounce. Now, if I just want to go back and you've seen this example, you've seen this example here. I showed this example. Now let's go back again. So this was slightly different in the drop. It was a long, prolonged drop. But when you bounced and broke, when you broke below the red, sorry, when you broke below the white 100 moving average into the red, your bounce back was into the white 100 moving average. It did pierce it, but it failed back below. So you bounced back into the moving average and failed back below, and then that was your bear market. Okay, so what I want to show in the bull market, we never broke it. Okay, so we never broke that. So that's a slight concern for me. Um, that that is this a dead cat bounce? right? Is this a dead cat bounce where we're going to fail and roll over to a deeper correction? I don't know that yet. Now look at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin's the same. We broke the white 100 moving average. We dropped down into the red daily moving average. Now what can happen? Your white 100 moving average will curl over. The price can move back up, can get rejected in here, and we can roll back over. Okay, same as what I just showed you on Litecoin. Now let's what's the right word on that? Here's another example. Okay, now you broke the white 100 moving average, you dropped into the red moving average, you bounce back up into the white 100 moving average. Your white 100 moving average is it's a master moving average, and it can reject off that, and then you can see that then we roll back over from there. Let's go on back. You can see again in the peak of the bull market, when we broke the white 100 moving average, we bounced back up, got stuck underneath the white 100 moving average, failed, and moved into a bear market. Let's go back again. Let's look at this. Now you can see that this entire the entire run up. Now there was breaks of it, right? There was breaks of it, but this is different. Why is it different? Well, it's different because the white 100 moving average is low on price. The white 100 moving average is support. We pierced support of it. If I go back here, look, the white 100 moving average is high on price. It's high on price, rolling over. So the bounce in here will be resistance, and maybe price can roll off that. Okay, so that's just what I wanted to make here. I have to go out today. I have to take my girlfriend out today, so she needs a little bit of attention as well. So I just wanted to make this and share my thoughts on this. Here's the bullish scenario. Okay, and this is what I tried to talk about um, how we move into um, a bull market. Okay, and you can see here, similar to here, where we consolidate for 1 month, and then on a new 3 month we start to break back up. And I just talked about it here. Now this is that situation. So what basically you break down, the white 100 moving average is above price. It is above price, okay? So we can't really truly be bullish until price breaks out above this white 100 moving average again, okay? In today's video, in today's price action in Bitcoin and Litecoin and all these other altcoins. You can see here, this is your bullish point, okay? From there, all of this is chop. You're stuck underneath the white 100 moving average, chop, 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 chop. And then from here, it gets bullish, okay? So we are stuck below this right now. We are in here. We are here. So there will be a bounce back to the white 100 moving average, and that's why I bought some Litecoin. I'm in a loss. I'm in a loss right now. Not much. I don't know what it is, 7% loss or something. Spot position. I don't really mind. I can add on a dip and try and um, get out when price finally bounces. I'm not too concerned. Um, but I think minimum we bounce back to the white 100 moving average. But you can see here the bullish situation is we bounce up, we chop, 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 chop for 1 month and break out bullishly. Okay, we need to BART back up. Okay, we need to BART back up. And if you look here, this is what we need. We need Mr. Bart to come to the rescue. Okay, so um, I expect choppy action for the month. This video is getting a bit long. Um, I, this sort of situation is what we need. Okay, to turn bullish again. Now, if I go back here and show one more time, how do we turn bullish? Okay, let's just look at this very quickly, and I'll cut this off. Well, this needs to roll over for quite a long period of time, and price needs to somehow hold, come up here and retest, chop, 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 somehow, and break out above it, and then move away. God, I done that for months. I didn't really do that right. Ideally, in July, that's a new 3 month candle. So I didn't really do that right at all. Maybe This is just probably too stretched out, or it wasn't stretched out enough, the chart. Um, so yeah, because of this down move, the moving average will then turn down. If you look back here, this the sharp drop, well, your moving average eventually turns down because it gets slowed because of the drop, and then it'll curl over at some point. So, we need this to drop here somewhere and work its way back up into that and consolidate and start barting back up. But as I said, what we need to be very careful of is when this bounces, if we get stuck here, if you're long and you're stuck in positions or whatever, this on a retest of the white 100 moving average might be your point to sell, to be safe and get out on this bounce, on a touch of this, on a retest of this, in case this does that. I don't mean down to 10,000, but I just mean on a rollover. But at some point we should get this retest.